Hey guys, today I am going to be talking about My Little Pony and Bronies. This right here is Twilight Sparkle, my favorite pony, and pony plush is obviously a big part of the brony culture. I'm going to be doing this in two parts. The first part is going to look at kind of the four things, the four of the five W's, and the second part I'm going to look at why. That'll be next week, and that needs the most because I think that's probably the thing that people are most interested in and most kind of scratching their heads about. So let's get this started because I have lots to say. So the first of all is who. Bronies are overwhelmingly males. Probably 80 to 85% of them are males. There are also Pegasisters, which some people refer to females as being. I prefer Bronies. It just includes everybody, and yeah, and if people are transgendered or whatever, you don't have to worry about that because everyone's a Brony who likes ponies, and everyone likes ponies. Everyone should like ponies. Anyways, moving on. Overwhelmingly, they're also within the age of 15 and 25. We're looking at, I think, in the high 70% for that too. Straight, generally too, about 70% of them are heterosexual, and also a lot of them are in university too. Over a third of about a third of the Bronies are in university, and another third are in high school. So you're looking at about 66% of them fall in having at least some sort of education, really high school, and then also moving into the university level, which means that one day these Bronies who are getting university education will be working with you, and maybe working with you right now. If you're watching this at work, look beside you. He's a Brony. I know it. Just give him a bro huff and see what happens. Anyways, so that's the who of what bronies are. How about the what? Brony, again, like I was saying, is a man or a woman who likes My Little Pony. Friendship is magic. Now, My Little Pony is a show that came out in the 80s. There has been many incarnations of it. All of them have elements of which we see today's My Little Pony being. My Little Pony came out in 2010, and the Brony community really spawned between the first and second seasons, where it's really took off through a lot of social media things, particularly 4chan, which is a website which I like to call the Wild West of the internet. There is a lot of stuff on there, and if you are at work, do not go on 4chan right now because you will be in trouble really quick. So it's funny that it started on there, and in fact they became so kind of dominant on there that they were actually asked to leave for a while, and Brony stuff was banned on 4chan. And in many ways this helped spread the Brony thing because sites like Equestria Daily, and it moved to Facebook and message boards, and since then Bronies have actually been back, and they actually have their own particular section on 4chan now, their own kind of thread where they can post stuff. Yeah. Moving on from there to where Bronies are. Bronies are overwhelmingly in the English-speaking world. America has by far the most Bronies, followed by like the UK and Canada and Australia. You also see some cell phone. You also see some Bronies in Mexico. Germany has quite a large Brony population, and it's starting to really take off in Japan too, since it's starting to get translated into some of the English languages, and they've done some marketing of it in there. All right, so when Bronies all kind of came about. 2010 was when the show started, when Hasbro bought, I believe it was Discovery Kids, and turned it into the Hub Network and relaunched some of their classic shows like My Little Pony, like Transformers. So moving into 2011, we started to see it grow. Particularly, you see Bronies grow in between seasons. This is when a lot of the fan fiction, the fan art gets out there. People are really aggressive, often with cons too. That's when you really start to see it happen. This is a relatively new phenomenon, the Brony movement. Alright, so I think I've covered those first four ones. Next week we're going to look at why, and we're going to look at kind of the more, from perspective of a Brony himself, from professionals, from some other ideas, maybe what other people think about Bronies too. Is it true? Is it not true? All that sort of stuff. Alright, well, until I talk to you next week, this is my book, and I'm going to read it.